Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here we go, fellas.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gun. Hey.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, hey.
Back to throw, Newton. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Mariota. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, Can we get a little bit closer
get
this
a little
time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Newton now to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun.
On second down, here's Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Newton letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. And Gano's kick is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. On play action, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. This is Gordon on the dump off. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey. You got three. Three down. Switch.
From the gun, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Mariota. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
180, 20.
From the gun, Newton. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Newton. Flushed out right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Gordon on 1st down. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, do something. Hey.
From the gun, Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 3. 1. Check 9. 1.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Do something. Hey.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Now Jones. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A second down throw here for Mariota. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. This will be caught just inside the 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
We got 4. 3. Set. 1.
This is Gordon. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now it's Newton. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Strong right. Gun. Check. Gun. Hey.
Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Hey! 4 down. Alert! Hey! Here we go. Gun. Here we go. Check him out.
Throwing again. Newton. Escapes the sack. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey.
Newton to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Okay, do something. Hey.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try to.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
20. Do something.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hey, you got 4. You got 4 down. 4 down. On the ball. Eight.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That's it. Black 80.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Great. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Gordon. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, needed big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey. 4 down.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw on 2nd down, Newton. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will drop them to 4.
go.